Let's talk about a juicy conversation here today. 6 reasons why women should wait so much longer before sleeping with a man. Because it's not just it's energy, it's connection. And whether we like to admit it or not, it changes the dynamic of the relationship pretty much immediately. But here's the real question. Why should women really wait longer before getting intimate with a man? We're not talking about like outdated rules or playing hard to get kind of thing. We're talking about setting yourself up for something real, for connection, for clarity, for respect, for honor, for all of these things. And I believe all of these are things that you want in your relationship. We live in a world where instant gratification kind of became king. We binge watch, we Uber Eats, we swipe right, we expect results immediately. And dating, well, there's no difference. It's like the exact same thing. So the real question here is, does sleeping with a guy too soon actually change the trajectory of the relationship? And if you've ever felt the sting of regret after getting intimate too quickly, or notice a man's energy shift right after, it's not all in your head, because timing does matter. And today, I'm breaking down why waiting a little bit of time before sleeping with a man might be the smartest move you'll ever make. And I'm very cautious about like putting a very specific time frame on it, because we're all different and there's not like one size fits all kind of like answer to this. It's not like these are the dating rules. But generally speaking, I'd say wait a little longer than you usually would. Not because of these outdated dating rules, not because of playing hard to get, but because of what we know from psychology, biology, and like these power dynamics that are going to play out between the two of you. So here are the 6 really powerful reasons why you should wait longer. Reason number 1, creates chemistry. But chemistry isn't compatibility. Those are 2 things. When you sleep with someone, your brain floods with oxytocin. That's like the lovely bonding hormone that makes you feel closer than you actually are. The problem is this, that chemistry can make you overlook these incompatibilities. Maybe he's emotionally unavailable. Maybe he doesn't share your values. But because the physical connection is so strong, you convince yourself it's deeper than it actually is. When you wait, you're giving yourself a chance to really experience actual compatibility. Do your conversations really flow effortlessly? Does he respect your time, your boundaries, your values, and your emotions? Or is the spark mostly physical, masking the fact that you're not truly aligned in the long run? Taking your time allows you to really separate real potential from these temporary excitements that we experience. Reason number 2, you see his true intentions. A man's patience or lack of it says everything. If he's only around when is the option, waiting will show you really quick where he stands. A man who genuinely values you will stay. He'll invest in you because in who you are, not just what he can get from you. And a man who disappears, well, he just saved you so much time. When you hold off the physical intimacy, it creates space for deeper emotional bonding. You notice if he's making an effort to get to know you beyond the surface level attraction. Does he engage in meaningful conversations? Does he show up for you consistently, even when isn't on the table? If he only sticks around when he thinks the countdown is nearing its end, then you have your answer. He was never in it for the long run.
Ladies, stop chasing men. Even when he pulls back or loses interest, or you feel like he's slipping away from you, what you do in that moment can make all the difference between him feeling like you're just like all the other women he's ever met, or it can make him feel like you're so unique and special and exactly the type of woman he wants something real with, causing him to chase you, to invest in you, and prove to you that he is the right man for you. You know, there's this 12-word text message that you can send to a man that gets his attention almost immediately and makes him realize that it was a mistake to pull away from you in the first place. If you want to find out what that 12-word text message is, then I highly recommend you check out this brand new video that I created for you. I linked it in the description below. Just click the link, and now let's go back to the video.
All right, let's come to reason number 3. You maintain your power and mystery. This isn't about manipulation. It's about preserving something really special, something sacred. Rushing into intimacy means skipping over the build-up, the anticipation, the sexual tension that I also talk about in a different video, the emotional layers that make really mean something more special. And when you wait, you let things unfold at a natural pace. You give him time to wonder about you, to pursue you, to work for the privilege of being in your intimate space. That's not playing games. That's knowing your worth. It's very different. And mystery isn't about being unavailable. It's about revealing yourself gradually. When you take things slow, you allow a man to appreciate the different layers of your personality and your character before the physical intimacy becomes the next factor. This creates deeper emotional investment and makes the connection feel so much more meaningful when you finally decide to take that next step. Reason number 4, you build an emotional connection first. Because if is the foundation, what happens when it fades? Let's be honest, at some point, life, stress, and routine kicks in, right? And if you've built a foundation before intimacy, the relationship has substance. You've bonded through conversations, through shared values, through deep conversations, through an actual connection, not just through the physical affection and attraction to each other. An emotional connection means you truly understand each other. You've built trust, vulnerability, and companionship. When tough times hit, the relationships doesn't just fall apart because it wasn't solely based on the physical. It's based on something way deeper and way more meaningful, and therefore also something more enduring. Reason number 5. It filters out this instant gratification or these instant gratification seekers. A man who's used to getting what he wants immediately, he will not wait. Period. And guess what? That's great news for you, because a relationship built on this instant gratification is not built to last. Waiting naturally filters out the one who were never really serious in the first place. So let them weed themselves out. Think of it as a built-in test. The ones who generally see you as a long-term partner will respect your pace, while those looking for a quick intimate moment will move very quickly to someone else. You won't even have to guess their true motives at this point. They will just reveal themselves if you just wait a little longer. And then we have reason number 6. Your standards really set the tone for the relationship. How you start is how you continue. If you teach a man that you prioritize emotional intimacy over physical, that respect will carry over into the relationship. And it actually makes the intimate physical part so much more meaningful. He sees that you value yourself, and that means he will too. You are setting the tone for how you expect to be treated. The man who respects your boundaries early on are the ones who and will continue to respect them down the line too. And if a man is willing to honor your standards now, that's a solid indicator that he will continue to value you as the relationship progresses. Pretty straightforward and simple, right? And yet, so many of these women that I work with, they just don't do that. Look, you can do whatever feels right for you, obviously, but if you've ever felt like rushing into intimacy has left you feeling disconnected, disappointed, or confused about where things stand and where they went or where they're going, try something different. Give it some time and watch how he shows up before intimacy enters into the picture and into the relationship and connection with you. Let him prove through actions, not just words, that he's truly invested. And if you combine these things like time, sexual attention, exploring each other, building emotional intimacy before going into this like sacred intimate space with him on the physical level, that's really how you can build a long-lasting, healthy relationship with that man.